Good morning, Relay.
Hi, are we having class until 11?
11?
So 11 our time.
Okay, yes. For half an hour more, I'll take your class.
Okay.
Yes. Actually, I was taking class, but I did not know that you were not able to join.
Oh, we were like, I don't know if we don't have class today.
No. See, I had started taking class also. I thought you are not able to join. So I started taking the class.
Oh, let me screenshot.
On my own. No, I'll teach. You can take the screenshot and I'll teach. Yeah. Today we have a different setup. I think this one is better. The best place to teach. Okay. So, should I start or should I wait for people? Okay. So you're able to read it the right way, no? Actually, I see mirror image in my video. Do you guys also see the mirror image of the board?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, we can see it.
No, you can see it, but it is like right or it is mirror image?
No, I can see it perfectly.
Perfectly?
I don't think it's a mirror.
Okay, I don't know why, but it shows me mirror image. So I feel
like
that
backwards.
Yes, I see it backwards.
I see you fine.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Okay, so I thought that you are having this internet problem, so I started this topic on my own because they told me that this video will be uploaded on YouTube. So yeah, I started a fresh topic altogether. So let's continue with this, and then on Monday we'll do something like where we had left from respiratory system. Okay. Yeah. So human anatomy and physiology, you all know. Anatomy is the structure, physiology is the functioning of that structure. We are studying both together simultaneously. Mostly we are studying anatomy. Okay, so in the starting only we studied about skeletal system, but it was just the introduction. Okay, you have things to learn in depth. And what are those? We have, today we are focusing mostly on bones. Okay, the bone structure. So the bones are divided into two categories: axial, appendicular. Axial and appendicular. Axial is composed of head, this, okay, this till here, this, okay, all this, head, then thoracic cage, the chest region, okay, and the vertebrae. Okay, so axial is composed of head, thoracic cage, and vertebrae. Vertebrae are the bones where spinal cord is protected. Okay, now appendicular. Appendicular is composed of the limbs, that is arms and legs. Then we have pelvis and shoulder. Pelvis is the hip region and shoulder region. Okay, so there is a lot of disturbance in someone, so I will have to mute you. Okay, yeah, good. Happy to see you all. Welcome to the class. So there was some technical issue because of which we could not take class on time. Okay, so now this axial. In axial, there is head. Okay, this head region is divided into two parts. That is the cranial, the brain. The cranial bones, they form the cranial cavity, something like this. Okay, these are suppose these are cranial bones. So they are making a cavity. And in that cavity, the brain is protected. Okay, that brain is protected in the cranial cavity. And then we have some You see some bones here? Okay, we can feel it. If we touch its heart, okay, like we can feel here, this is a bone. Okay, these are facial bones. All right. Yes. So skull has 22 bones. Okay, and it's divided into cranial and facial. In cranial, we have anterior, middle, and posterior. Okay. Anterior, I told you front. Posterior, I told you back. And the middle ones. They are again categorized into 3 parts. So anterior, posterior, and middle. And if we talk about the names of the bones, then those are cranial bones are 8 in number. Okay, they are frontal, sphenoid, ethmoid, parietal, temporal, occipital. Okay, occipital, wherever you see this osci, okay, it is generally related to your eyes. Okay, so in cranial bones, we have frontal, sphenoid, ethmoid, parietal, temporal, and occipital. So anterior is frontal. Okay, this frontal bone, this you feel, it's going all the way here. Okay, till here, this one bone. Yes, and then we have parietal here. You see there is like frontal, then we have parietal here, then temporal here, and occipital at the back. All right, so we'll see a good diagram of that. So the diagram is this next. So ongoing meeting. Yes. Okay. So you see this diagram. Let me take a highlighter. Yes. This you see frontal, then sphenoid. This pink part is sphenoid. Then you see this red part. This is ethmoid. Then parietal. It's in 2 pairs, left and right. Then temporal. This is responsible for all the hearing, and occipital at the back. Okay, these are the 8 cranial bones we see. You can take screenshot. I'll erase it. Yeah. Okay. So you can take a screenshot. Okay. So. Okay, so there are so many bones, but this is not moving. It feels like just one bone. So why is that? Because there are different kind of joints, like this shoulder joint. It can move in so many ways. Okay, it can move in so many ways, up and down. Then from front, it can move up and down. Then it can rotate. Okay, then you see, this can move. Okay, it can move this much, only 180 degree. Okay, and then it can rotate a little bit, but not as much as this. So there are different kind of joints. Like some can move. Shoulder is the joint which can move the most. Okay, this is the most movable joint of our body. And then elbow, it can move, but less than shoulder. Okay, but here the cranial bones, the joint in the cranial bones is immovable. It cannot move, and you would not want it to move. Okay, so the joint, okay, those joints, like you see, this is frontal, this is parietal, this is temporal. This is just like I try to draw a diagram. So these are connected, and these are called sutures. Here I've written somewhere. So these joints are called sutures. Okay, sutures. Now, I want to tell you that there is a term called foramina. Foramina is the hole in the cranial cavity, from which the arteries, the veins, nerves, and spinal cord, okay, they enter the cranial cavity to get attached to the brain. Okay, the brain Also requires arteries, veins, because it wants oxygen, carbon dioxide, nutrient, not carbon dioxide, it has to release carbon dioxide. Then it requires a lot of nutrients. So for that, it needs to connect with the arteries, with the nerves, because it has to send a signal to the whole body. So they require arteries, veins, and nerves and spinal cord. So they have some holes, and those holes are called foramina. Okay, and the hole which is from where the spinal cord is entering is the largest hole in the cranial cavity, and that is called foramen magnum. Foramen magnum. Okay, you can take screenshot. Okay. Now we are studying about the facial bones, which are 14 in number. Cranial are 8 in number, so 14 plus 8 is equals to 22. Okay, 22 bones in the skull. Okay, so in facial bones we have nasal, lacrimal, inferior, nasal, maxillary, mandible, zygomatic, vomer. Okay, all these then are paired. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. So in total we have 14 bones in the facial structure. Okay, and these are very small bones, very small bones. Okay, can you tell me this tiniest bone? Where do we have the smallest bone?
It's in the air.
In the ear. Yes, very good. The tiniest bone of our body are in the ear. Okay, and the longest bone? Where is the longest bone?
I don't know.
You can guess it. Just look at yourself. Okay.
In the feet, on the feet.
Feet.
On the feet.
You are somewhere right, but maybe you're using the wrong word. You're close. Just you all just observe your body and feel where you can have the longest bone. You are close. Okay. Yeah. You're somewhere close. You said feet. But is it the word is feet or something else?
On the legs. On the legs.
Yes,
femur.
legs. Yes, thigh bone. Thigh bone is the longest
On the
bone
legs,
of our
like
body.
femur.
Yes. You know the answer. Okay, the tiniest is in the ear and the longest is in the thigh. Okay, the most movable joint of the body. Most movable joint in the body. Where do you feel you can move the most?
Hands, I don't know.
Hands, yes. And that specific joint, I'm asking.
Scalpel joints. No.
This shoulder joints. I just told you that you can move so much. Yes. So the maximum movement is in the shoulders. Okay. And then you have the hip joint where you have a lot of movement. You can move your legs in various directions. So the most movable is the shoulder. Okay. And if you say which is the least, which joint has the least strength, is also the shoulder. Okay, because you must have heard it is seen that it get replaced. Okay, this so this is the joint which is most movable, but at the cost of strength and stability. Now, okay, I'll show you a picture of facial muscles. Yes, so here we see nasal too. Okay, here you can see the color where this is going, this skin color both. Okay, here nasal. Then we have lacrimal. Lacrimal is going here, this green, ocean green color. Then we have inferior nasal concha. Okay. This we have here, this green color. Okay. Then we have maxillary, the where we have our teeth, that is maxillary. It is also into pair. Then we have mandible.
The jaw.
Yes, the jaw, which is always moving. Okay, maxillary and mandible. These are important to remember. Maxillary and mandible. Maxillary and mandible. Maxillary and mandible. Yeah, okay. Then we have palatine, this red color, very small one. Zygomatic, where we put our highlighter, zygomatic. Okay, and then vomer, the tip of the nose, vomer. Okay, so I hope this is very clear. So in this, you basically have to remember the maxillary and mandible. These are important ones here. Okay. Yes. So if you want to take screenshot, you can take and take the screenshot and then stop sharing. Okay. Yeah. So next, we have vertebral column.
Oh, this is off. Yay.
Or the spinal column or the spine. Okay, so you see, we have our brain, okay, and it has personal assistant. The brain has personal assistant. Who is that personal assistant? If the brain is not able to function, or like it is busy in doing several other things, so it delegates its work to the spinal cord. Okay, that spinal cord is protected in the vertebral column, a spinal column, or the spine. Okay, so it is always advised to keep your spinal cord straight. Okay, do not bend it because it is carrying all the nerves, and these nerves are coming from the brain to be distributed throughout the body. So if you want your body to function properly, efficiently, very agile and very intelligently, then you should keep your spinal cord straight, because if your spinal cord is straight, the nerves will be able to pass through all the body parts very nicely, and the signals from the brain to body parts will go very efficiently because there will be no obstruction. Okay, so in this we have cervical region, and we have thoracic region, then we have lumbar region, then we have sacrum, and we have coccyx. Okay, so in this we have 7 bones. Here we have 12 bones. Then we have 5 bones. Here these 3 are fused into 1, and this is 1. So how many do we have? 12, 24, 25, 26. We have 26 bones here. Okay, so an adult has how many bones? 206. But we also studied that a baby has 300 bones. So what happened to those 94 bones? Okay, we are studying the example of that. See, where in a child, this sacrum has 3 bones. Okay, the sacrum has 3 bones in a baby, okay, in a child. But as one grows old, like after four decades, like at the age of 30, 35, 40, these 3 bones, they are fused together to form 1 bone. That's why you see, if a kid falls on the ground, nothing happens to him, because he has several joints and those joints are very healthy. Okay, but as a man, a human being grows older, those bones are fused, and if they're fused together, then they become little brittle and immovable. The movement is less. See, I am able to move this because there are joints. See, if this is 1 bone, then I'm not able to move it, then it will just move like this. Okay, but since I have a joint here, so I can move more. Yeah, so see, if this sacrum is fused from 3 to 1, so that means the movement of your backbone is lessened. Okay, with 3 bones, the movement is more. With 1 bone, the movement is less. That's why a child is more flexible than an adult. You're getting it? So now we are understanding the concept of why baby has 300 and why this adult has 206 bones, because the bones are getting fused. Okay.
Mhm.
So should we continue for 5 more minutes? Yes.
Sorry, we have another class.
You have to leave?
Yes, we have alignment at 11, so within a minute. Sorry.
Okay, then it is time. It's 8:30. I mean, your time is up for this class.
Yeah.
So we'll see you on Monday, and I hope there is no technical glitch. We'll study harder. Like, we'll enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. Have a
Have a
great
great weekend. Take care.
Yes, take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.